Hello everyone, Daniel here with another video looking at the war in the region. Today we're on the high level bridge between Newcastle and Gateshead. We're heading towards the Newcastle side, and what we're looking for is a loopholed wall which was covering Queen Street. So we'll take a little bit of a look around and see if we can find it. A loophole is a protected small opening which allows a firearm to be aimed and discharged while providing cover and concealment for the rifleman. The precursor to the loophole for firearms was the arrow slit, which is a narrow aperture in a fortification for an archer to launch arrows or an arbalist to launch crossbow bolts. The earliest use of the arrow slit was alleged to have been Archimedes during the siege of Syracuse in 1214 to 1212 BC. Arrow slits were used in ancient Greek warfare and by the military of ancient Rome. Phased out, there was a reintroduction of arrow slits during the medieval period. During the First World War, the static movement of trench warfare and a need for protection from snipers created a requirement for loopholes both for discharging firearms and for observation. With the coming of the Second World War and the need to construct defences as a means of defence against invasion, existing thick walls and heavy buildings provided a ready-made alternative to a pillbox, and many such structures were converted to defensive positions by the simple expedient of adding embrasures to them. Whatever may be lacking in protection was made up for by convenience and perfect camouflage. So I'm at the end of the bridge right now, and it's fair to say that had this been 1940 or 1941, when a German invasion had been launched, I'd most likely be either wounded or dead. I just spin around. You can see just there behind me, just above where my finger is, that is the wall, the loophole in it. So we'll have a little wander over and we'll get a bit of a closer look. What I'll do first is I'm just going to take a few paces back just to see how far away you can actually see the loophole from. So yeah, so you can see the loophole from quite far back, and that's just on this left hand side of the bridge. So certainly I was in its field of fire for a long time had there been a gunner up there. No doubt on the right hand side I would have been in view for a lot longer, but we'll have a little wander over and we'll take a look at it a little bit closer. Here we are on Queen Street. I just tilt the camera up, you can see that's the loophole just there behind me. So there's not actually too much to see. I mean, it is after all just a hole cut in the wall, offer a field of fire across the bridge. But what I'll do is I'll flip the camera around and I'll give you a view of what the field of fire would have been more or less. Yeah, taking a couple of photographs, so I'll upload those at the end of this video and just try and show you in as much detail as possible. So that was the loopholed wall and the high level bridge. It's one of those installations which, if you didn't know it was there, you know, you'd just completely miss it. I mean, that was partly what it was designed for, so that you wouldn't see it, ambush the enemy as they walk across the bridge. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you again shortly. Thank you.